What if I told you some of the strongest people you know have no friends? Not a small circle, not just a few close ones. I mean, none. No one to randomly call at 11 p.m., no one to send a meme to, no one to say, bro, guess what happened today? And before you think that's sad, wait, stay with me. Because this isn't just about loneliness, it's about something deeper, something most people don't talk about. Let's be honest. We live in a world where everyone looks socially busy. Group photos, birthday parties, weekend trips, stories full of besties and squad goals. Meanwhile, there's that one person. They go to work, they come home, they eat, they scroll, they sleep, repeat. No notifications, no where are you texts, no inside jokes. And here's the wild part. Sometimes that person isn't awkward. They're not rude. They're not boring. They just drifted. You know how it happens? School ends, college ends. You change cities, you change jobs, people get busy, someone gets married, someone moves abroad, and slowly the group chat dies. At first, it's we should meet soon. Then it's bro, I'm busy this week. Then it's just silence. And one day you realize you don't really have anyone left. It's not dramatic. There's no movie background music, just a quiet realization. And yeah, sometimes it hurts, like when something funny happens and you instinctively reach for your phone. Then remember there's no one specific to send it to. Or when it's your birthday and your phone stays unusually quiet. That hits. But here's something nobody tells you. Having no friends doesn't automatically mean you're failing at life. Sometimes it means you outgrew people. Sometimes it means you stopped forcing connections that drained you. Sometimes it means you're in a transition phase. And transition phases are lonely by nature. Think about it. When you're leveling up in a game, there's always that moment where you're between stages, too advanced for the old level, not yet settled into the new one. That space, it feels empty, but it's not permanent. Now let's talk about something slightly uncomfortable. Some people with no friends secretly prefer it. Yeah, I said it. They like their peace. No drama, no fake smiles, no why didn't you reply arguments. No pressure to show up somewhere when all they want is to lie in bed and watch random YouTube videos about things they'll never try. And honestly, that freedom can feel powerful. You don't have to match anyone's energy. You don't have to pretend to laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You don't have to split the bill evenly when you only ordered fries. It's calm. But, and this is important, peace and isolation are not the same thing. There's a difference between choosing solitude and feeling unwanted. One feels empowering, the other feels heavy. And if you're someone who feels that heaviness, let's talk. First, you're not weird. Second, you're not broken. Third, this phase doesn't define your future. Friendships as adults are different. When you're a kid, you become friends because you both like the same cartoon. As adults, it's schedules, energy levels, emotional maturity, shared values. It's harder. And most people won't admit it, but making friends after 25 feels like trying to adopt a cat that doesn't trust humans. Slow, awkward, lots of patience, but possible. Here's something funny. The same person who says, I have no friends, might also ignore invitations because they feel socially drained. They want connection, but they're also exhausted by people. Human beings are complicated like that. We crave belonging, but we fear rejection. We want someone to understand us, but we don't always open up. And sometimes the reason someone has no friends isn't because nobody likes them. It's because they built walls so high. Even they forgot how to open the gate. Maybe they were betrayed once. Maybe they were the backup friend. Maybe they were always the one initiating conversations and got tired of chasing. So they stopped trying. And when you stop trying long enough, silence becomes normal. But here's the hopeful part. Friendship doesn't require a crowd. It requires one real connection. One person you can be unfiltered with. One person who doesn't disappear when life gets inconvenient. And you don't find that by trying to impress everyone. You find it by being slightly more honest than comfortable. Say the awkward thing. Admit you're new. Message first sometimes. Yes, you might get ignored. Yes, it might feel weird. But staying isolated guarantees nothing changes. And let's also normalize this. Some seasons of life are meant to be lonely, not as punishment, as preparation. When you're alone, you figure out who you are without background noise. You learn what you actually enjoy. You build independence. You become emotionally stronger. You stop relying on constant validation. And when the right people finally show up, You're not desperate. You're selective. There's power in that. So if you're watching this and thinking, wow, that's me, I have no friends, I want you to ask yourself something. Do you truly want connection? Or are you just comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel? Because social media can make even a quiet, peaceful life look like a failure. But it's not. Some of the most focused, disciplined, and self aware people spend long periods alone. They're building, healing, resetting, and one day they'll meet people who match who they've become, not who they used to be. But don't hide forever. Isolation can turn into comfort, and comfort can turn into a cage. Step outside sometimes, start small, join something, comment more, smile at someone, say hi first. It won't magically give you 10 friends overnight, but it opens the door. And sometimes that's all you need. At the end of the day, having no friends doesn't mean you're unlikable. It doesn't mean you're invisible. It doesn't mean you'll be alone forever. It might just mean you're in between chapters. And the next chapter? You haven't met the characters yet, so don't close the book too early.